feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank. When it take a swim, only option is to win.
Welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. I'm your host, Daniel Goodwin. Joining me in the studio today is Cody Spence of All Star Catering. And I also have Dr. John Newbold of Sam Houston State University College of Business. We had a great interview with Cody today, learning about his company, his family business, and All Star Catering. And you're going to want to download a complete replay of Cody's show at houston.shrimptankpodcast.com. And don't forget, you're going to be able to get all of the shows now on iTunes. And so, Cody, thank you so much for being our guest. It was really interesting, all the different things that we talked about the growth of the company, the family-based business, the origin of how it got started. Dr. John and I have a couple of questions for you, and I guess you want me to go first, Dr. John?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I was listening, we were talking about how busy, you guys do all of this catering, weddings, cooking food, all of these different things. And I'm just wondering, how do you keep yourself, how do you sharpen the saw, how do you stay motivated, and maybe what are some of the, books that you've read or what you might be reading now, just maybe some suggestions that you might have like that.
I was hoping you asked that question, actually, just because I got a couple of books that I'm really excited about. One, you stay sharp by reading. I mean, simple as that. I like to watch YouTube. I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching, people that, I find is more like a vlog mentor. But as far as books go, I just finished up a really good one on a gluten-free food, which is something that, as we know, is really coming about. And currently I'm reading #AskGaryV, written by Gary Vaynerchuk, based on his show #AskGaryV. And then for leadership Montgomery County, I'm actually reading a book that goes with the series. What is it called? 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership.
Oh yeah, Dr. John Maxwell.
Absolutely, that is
the other Dr. John.
Yeah,
man, that is
the less known one.
That book has changed my life. I mean,
sure.
No doubt, it's
Fabulous.
a great book.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
all right.
it.
Dr. John.
All right, here's my question. All Star Catering has ramped up from a mom and pop operation to now a very successful operation, much larger than when it started in, I think, 2005?
Yes, sir.
And my question is, particularly in a services business, how do you maintain the winning formula? How do you keep the magic going as the business gets larger?
That's a good question.
You keep the magic going by following trends, staying ahead of the market, or at least with the market. I would say that's a big factor of it. Constantly communicating, both with your employees and with the business owners in a mom and pop is very important because they have a specific vision, and we want to make sure that the changes that we're making and implementing, especially with us as we move towards more of a corporate structure, that we're still maintaining that mom and pop, small town, small business feel, and that's very important to us.
So for
and
the
to
customer,
them.
it's as if you haven't changed.
Exactly, but it creates more efficiency. So that's my answer. All right, awesome.
That's nice. That's awesome, Cody. Well, again, I want to thank you so much today for being our guest. And how would our listeners get in touch with you in particular, or All Star Catering for that matter?
Well, I appreciate y'all having me on, and y'all can get in touch with me at www.cateringbyallstar.com. Send us an email at info@cateringbyallstar.com. Give us a call, 936-228-0440. We'll get you a quote, or we can just talk food, whatever you want to do. And we'd be happy to cater your next event, or you can get in touch with us via social media, Catering by All Star on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or Catering Cody on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest, and YouTube, and Cody Spence on Facebook.
Okay, well, I think he's got this social media thing down pretty well. And don't forget to ask him about candied bacon on a stick. He brought us some here today. It was honestly,
the best.
It was the highlight of my day and the show. And not to diminish anything in your interview, but that was like absolutely.
I'm used to it.
Rocked everybody's world around here. So thank you so much, Cody, for being on the show.
I appreciate y'all.
And don't forget, you can download a complete replay, houston.shrimptankpodcast.com, and on iTunes. We'll see you next week.
Feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank.